Welcome to Bear Lifestyle, the podcast where we speak up and speak out about all taboo topics and make them normal and acceptable. You are invited to be curious, to try something new, and stay open to provocative perspectives. I'm your host, Simona Spark, a best-selling author, international speaker, transformational coach, and so many other things. Beyond anything else, I'm a woman who stopped following other people's rules and started creating my own. In this space, we are going to get naked by stripping away insecurities, self-judgments, and all kinds of limitations so we can reach in for the essence of who we really are, Bear. Beautiful, authentic, real, and ever evolving. Thanks for listening. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. I'm so excited that you are here and I'm celebrating you. Chin chin. I'm celebrating with a vitality mixed cocktail. Super delicious, homemade. Let me know if you want the recipe. Welcome. We are in season 2. This is the officially first episode, and I just get off a few minutes ago from my first session in a Bear Bootcamp. The Bear Bootcamp is open, as I announced you last week. You could still join us. It's going on for the whole week, Monday to Friday. I'm going live every day and I leave the videos there so you could watch the replays. So if this is something that interests you, please follow the link in the description and join us there. So we just completed session 1 where we talk about the beauty, the B from Bear, the beauty and the being beautiful and accessing our essence of being beautiful. And one thing that come up in while I was teaching this first concept was self-care. So I decided to come here today and elaborate a little bit on that. Self-care. And I'm curious what self-care means to you. Please leave in the comments, or most importantly, as I always said, just clarify for yourself. Clarify for yourself. We do appreciate when you share with us your thoughts, your feelings, your insights, and your takes on things. And also it's very inspiring because you're not only sharing with me, but you share with the whole audience. And other people might learn from you, and other people might identify what you say. Other people might think and feel exactly the same thing, and they feel connected and not alone. So I'm curious what self-care means to you. Over time, over years, self-care is just evolved as I evolve. And I had this realization couple weeks ago. For the past 2 years, I've been fighting this acute bronchitis, and it was a whole deal. But finally, a couple of months ago, I went to see a specialist, a pulmonologist, and I follow some aggressive treatments, and it's all good and it's all well. And I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. And with that, we try a treatment, it didn't work. We try another one, it didn't work. And we keep have those follow-ups. And it dawned to me that, of course, taking care of our own health is like fundamental. It's a big part of self-care. But what I realize is self-care, it's something that we are not taught. We did not grow up with, most of us. I can't speak for everyone. But with that space alone, going to the doctor, and as many people have this good practice, I'm going to go and do my checkup every year. I'm going to go to gynecologist every 6 months. I'm going to see my dentist twice a year. I'm going to do a mammogram every other year. And whatever the rules are, when they created it and who created it, and by the way, it's different from country to country, from culture to culture. If we have those amazing good practices, we put them in a pile of the self-care. And then what's happening with that is, if something didn't work out, we have the expectation that the doctor to fix it, right? And I just wonder if we could expand more of the self-care, that when we have that visit, we know and we know and we know for sure that we always gonna get a good report. Everything is well, right? One of the episode a month ago or so, I shared with you that I end up in an emergency room, and while I end up there because I couldn't breathe, which is kind of essential in order to stay alive. After all the tests and blood tests, I got the results back, and I was really proud and overwhelmed with joy, with gratitude and all that, to see that I'm doing well. My results were really good. And it's part of the self-care. So we want the self-care to be the foundation of getting good results of any medical test, right? And I want to share with you a little story, not a story, but something that I learned long time ago. And that's kind of my anchor. If you ever been in my space in Spark Transformation Academy, or coaching with me, or in my trainings, you know that I have this paradigm of copy paste. Find the things that work for you in whatever area of your life, and then copy that and paste it in another area of your life. Because your practice is your practice, and what works for you is what works for you, and you get to expand on that, right? So here's one thing that I found out, that it's a very vital anchor for me when it's coming to self-care and well-being, really, and how I expand on that in other areas of my life. It was 5th grade. I was in 5th grade when we first took biology class, right? And the teacher that I have then, we talk about, was the first time when I was introduced to physiological needs, and was the first time I'd been introduced to Maslow pyramid, when we talk about the needs, the fundamental, and as we grow and all that. Most of you are familiar with that. So in the foundation of that pyramid were physiological needs, to eat, to drink, to have sex, to have clothes, right? And then we move on the pyramid to have shelter, to have a house, and to have a job and all that, and so on. But we want to stay with the physiological need. And in that space, the teacher taught us about the need of drinking water, the thirst. And she said something that stuck with me all these years. The way that she explained it, she said like this: we should never feel thirsty. We should never feel thirsty. Hydration is so important. Our body needs water all the time. And at the point that you feel the thirst, is how she teaches us, and it just clicked with me and stayed with me all these years. In a minute that I'm feeling thirsty, that means that my body, it's yelling at me, give me water. The minute that I'm feeling thirsty, my internal organs are looking for water so they could function. They're sending the signal to the brain to let me know that it's time to drink water. So is the first time when I heard, when you wake up, first thing, drink water. Till this day, 30 years later, more, when I wake up, it's the first thing I do. I drink water, a lot of water. It started with a cup of water, but I'm drinking half a liter of water first thing that I wake up. So, and then I drink a lot of water throughout the day. It's like a lot of people in my life throughout the years, I even been called camel because I drink liters of water. So when years ago, when I went to school to get certified as a health coach, I was judging those lessons, like they teach us how to support someone to drink more water. And I was like so confused. I was like, what do I supposed to teach an adult to drink water? Do not all adults know how important water is? Did they know they don't have that habit yet? Like, really? And then I found out that really people do not drink water. So I am just curious, and I want to invite you to look in your life and see, is this like very fundamental basic thing of drinking water? Do you have this mastered? Do you have this habit? Because if you in a space where you want to build a business, you want to be successful, you want to fall in love, you want to fix your relationships, you want to expand on your health, you want a better workout routine, whatever, it's like whatever you want to build, think about that we are building on the foundation, on the fundamental thing, and drinking water is like right there, the base, the foundation. So if we don't have those things in order, everything that we'll build is just, it's not going to be solid. It's not going to be, it's not going to last because our, build on a shaky foundation. So all that to take us back into the self-love. And I just wanted to share with you how I expand on that. Should I feel like, and I do to this days, when I get really focused into my work, and especially lately with the writing, it's just like the time disappear, and then I just get like my vision is blurry, and I get dizzy, and all the bottles and glasses they're filled with water, they're empty. I don't remember drinking them. So it's such a habit that I'm constantly drinking water, but I'm getting dizzy, and it's only like, oh shoot, I forgot about lunch. I didn't eat. So I should not be in a space where I'm like, my body is like getting me into dizziness and blurriness because it needs food, right? So then from there, we get to take it to the self-love, like really into how, as RuPaul says, and I said in a previous episode, how the hell somebody's gonna love you if you're not able to love yourself? I'm paraphrasing. I don't have the line now. So yeah. Pretty much all my adult life, I was expecting other people to love me. And when they don't, I feel lost and alone and lonely, just to come to realize that I did not love me. I skipped the foundation, right? So look at all of these, look at all these pieces and find out what is it in your life and that is not working, and go down on the pyramid if you wish, and look up for Maslow pyramid. Really, it's oh my God, decades and decades ago is when Maslow published this idea, and its use, I see it all over the world in all over the different spaces and areas. Just look up for that. But it started with really it's called the pyramid of needs. And when you identify a thing that doesn't work in your life and you see it right there on top of the pyramid and going down and to see, is this need met? Is this need met? Is this need met? And what it's on foundation. And 99.99% what it's on foundation, it's self-love, self-care, self-love, self-care, self-care, self-love, self-love, self-care. And then we go into the need of protection, in need of shelter, in need of being seen and heard, in need of helping others, and so on and so on. So that's where we landed today. That's what I have for you today. I want to thank you for joining me again this week. And I want to remind you that moving forward, we're going to bring some kick-ass speakers. I have 3 lined up so far that I'm going to be interviewing this week and next week. So I'm going to release those episodes week by week. And I'm continuing to interview people and see who has the expertise and like very daring perspective in attacking those taboo topics. So even in this space, though, I know, and I really, really want to talk more about sexuality and sensuality and nudity. And again, we don't want to skip the foundation. We don't want to just jump into it's just going to be another information, really. So I don't want to give you information. Like, you could find those informations anywhere, everywhere, right? It's at the tip of our fingers. Like, we could access any information that we need. We do want to create a space where we actually have an experience and we transform those beliefs and we get the insights that really change us, and there is no going back from that. So that's the space that I'm holding for you. I thank you for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in today. I would love to hear from you. What inspired you? What triggered you? And what interests you? Please join the conversation by leaving your comments and your insights. Explore more about their experience at simonaspark.com/bear. I hope you listen, follow, rate, and review all of our episodes. I can't wait to have you back. Till then, be Bear. Beautiful, authentic, real, and ever evolving.